Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable, where we attempt to chat about all things music. We are your hosts, Kim, Clint, Lyle, and Vicki. Please sit back and get into the music groove with us.
Well, what is your favorite album, though?
You just
I don't think that's
did this.
You're just going to start like that.
That's not fair. That's not nice.
Well,
There's no way to tell you that.
No.
It's not a.
Name an artist, and I'll name my favorite album.
does it matter? Well, does it matter what type of mood you're in?
Yes.
Totally. Okay, let's backtrack this.
Okay.
Where did this topic come from?
So this came from a friend of Vicki's who lives in Ireland.
Yes, she does.
And she asked us to talk about this.
Good question. We're not liking
Very
it, though.
good question.
But it's a hard question.
It's a tough question.
Coming at us with the hit. Like, come on. This isn't hockey. How do we block it?
Right? Yeah, like I said, I mean, I could go down a list of artists and say, okay, this is my favorite album.
If I even know
them.
the name of the album, I'm really bad
Right?
at that. So I may have to ask Clint, what's that
Google
one
is
called?
for. No.
Yes, I know.
You use your phones because you're probably going to...
I'm going to
Yeah.
need it because I'm not going to necessarily know the name of the album.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I said on the Facebook one, I was like, if it's a greatest hits, that's a good, that would be like,
Exactly.
because the greatest hits has all of the greatest hits of that. So why wouldn't that be your favorite album? It's got all the
Right,
favorites
it's
on
got
it.
all of the
I know
favorite
there's
songs.
the deep cuts and all that stuff, but I'm just saying, like, that's a cheater way of answering that question.
I don't...
Whose greatest hits?
So I thought about it.
Come on.
I thought about it, and I've got some albums that I really like.
Yeah.
There's one album that I can just put on, like, right now, Led Zeppelin 4.
Oh, I knew you were going to go Led Zeppelin because I figured he was
Right.
going to go Led Zeppelin.
Well, I got way too many bands that I love, so
I know.
I can't limit it down.
This is where you can go by decade,
Genre.
you can go by genre, you can go by...
That's what Clint and I were talking about the other night. Is like that would be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, well,
By genre?
because
By genre.
we had
Yeah.
I had music playing the other night, and then John Cougar Mellencamp came on, and I'm like, oh, Scarecrow, that album, that's my favorite album for John
him.
Cougar
And I
Mellencamp.
was like, of all, and he's like, no, just. I was like,
Just his.
Just his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite of all the albums out there and stuff like this,
Yeah.
but if I was going to him, I'm going to narrow in on that album. That's my favorite album
Yeah.
of John Cougar Mellencamp's.
Well, I had a similar experience when we were at my niece's wedding last weekend. She's a huge Shania Twain fan. So a lot of the songs were Shania Twain songs.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to them. I'm like, I really do like these songs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're from her first couple albums, like
Yeah.
The Woman in Me and Come On Over.
Yeah, would love
So I would say,
those.
those are two of my favorite albums of hers.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You didn't like the Up album where she has like 3 different variations of it?
I like that one. It's really good too. But-
Honestly, I haven't heard it.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, she has it on CD for all those people who are old going, what is that? But or young people, sorry. Old people would know what it is. But she did pretty much the same album, and it was like green, yellow, or green, red, and blue
Yeah,
or something like
it's
this.
very interesting, actually.
But it's all the same songs, but done
differently.
differently.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I will have to go and find that and listen.
Yeah, it's an interesting album. It's good because it's you're hearing something that's the same, but it's made into what was it, like South Asian? Like there was like
One was kind of like a dance or
Yeah.
pop or something like this.
Yeah.
It
it was interesting.
What makes it your favorite album? Is it all the songs? Or is it a couple
'cause
songs?
see,
Or
yeah,
is it just like you put the... Well, now it's with Spotify, but back in the day it was either an album or CD, and you just put it on,
And rotate the
and
whole,
you just listen to the whole thing. Like next thing you know, you're turning it to side 2 for an LP or the CD. Next thing you know, it's over, and you're like, "Wait a second, I just put it on." Or is it certain songs on the album?
I think it honestly depends on which one you're listening to.
Yeah.
You may not like all the songs on that album, but it's your favorite album of that person, right? Like,
But yeah, there's that,
not a show- I don't know.
for me, a lot of it is tied to nostalgic and
What
stuff
you're
like this.
doing or-
So like there is certain ones like Queensryche Empire. Obviously, that was the summer that it was. You got your license. Me and you were, going to the golf
Yep.
and all this, and that's what we listened to the whole time. So boom, like obviously that album comes to mind. That takes me back to being.
So that's
That
your
age.
favorite Mandate album.
Yeah. Going back to the bro time.
I have been bugged for years because I like to hang out with Lyle, and every time that we go to hang out, my family goes, "Oh, you're going on a mandate."
It is a mandate. What else would you call it? Enjoy your mandate. That is what it is.
Yes.
Yes, it
Like
is.
girls' night,
It's not like you're out there smooching. It's just that it's a
Only if it
date.
makes him uncomfortable.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the uncomfortable part.
yeah. If you can reach.
If I can reach. He is taller than me.
Yeah.
But that's only funny if it's in a public place.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
See, get older but never grow up.
yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just a number.
it is.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, tell that to the rest of my body.
yeah.
yeah. Right now, yeah, I feel that way.
Snap,
Yep.
crackle, pop.
That's okay.
It's okay. It goes along with some of the
Yeah.
music.
Oh, that was the thing I saw.
Exactly,
is
that takes us
I'm
back
a
to
grown
how
up.
much
I
we
groan
enjoyed
every
older
time I get
music.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. I don't think I can.
I think you're gonna have to filter this.
Yeah,
too.
you're gonna have to ask him like a certain person or a certain group or because
Yeah.
it's also
I mean,
different.
well, I was going to say, like, first album that comes to mind for me is Waking Up the Neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's a good
When
one.
you say favorite
Brian
albums,
Adams.
that's
Yeah, Brian
definitely one of my
Adams.
favorites.
Yeah.
You know,
For him. Yeah.
These Days from Bon Jovi, Adrenalize from Def Leppard. You know, those are my favorite albums.
Right.
Lost Highway and a bunch of other ones from Bon Jovi, but that's beside the point. We've already talked about that.
There's too many from Bon Jovi. I can't pick just one. So
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, everybody knows, with Def Leppard or Bon Jovi or
yeah. So
like
Def Leppard, could
Nickelback
you
here
pick
now.
just one?
Well, see, you asked me.
Yes,
just,
I can. I can.
Oh, from Def Leppard, of all their albums, you can pick one that is your favorite.
Oh, I
That's
couldn't
my
do that.
go-to. Yeah.
Your go-to, but is it your
I
favorite?
want to. I want to know what
Yeah.
this. I need to know what this is.
No.
Oh,
It.
It's not slang. I know that. I like slang.
No, I like that.
slang.
I
No,
like
but
that.
see, I would
I
like
like
that
that.
too. Is like it's slang is a departure from everything, but it's also it's when you're in that right mood. That is
I
the album
really
you go
like
to.
slang.
It is hysteria.
Yeah,
Like,
I
because I can
figured
put it on
hysteria.
start to finish. Like, done.
Yeah.
that'd have been my second guess.
That would have been my first guess.
I have one that we have never talked about, actually, that you'll appreciate it, Kim. Winger.
Love Winger.
But it's not it's Pull. It's their third release.
Oh.
The reason why, it's just a very well.
Well, it was a heavier sound.
There's
It was
just, it was heavier. It was very.
I like that one.
Musically, very well written. It shows their diversity, I guess, compared to the first two albums.
Well, yeah, the first two albums were more like get it out there, get it sold, get hits.
Yeah,
right?
it's something that I can just play and forget about everything. I mentioned to Donna as well, I could put on Michael Jackson Thriller right now.
Oh, totally.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
but she's like, please don't.
Oh.
It's not that she doesn't. No, it's not that she doesn't like it, but she's heard the song so much,
Yeah.
she just can't. You just can't listen to it.
Are you kidding? I could
listen to
that's-
Thriller.
and I
over
respect
and over
that.
again.
I respect
Yes.
that.
But
Yeah.
then what's the difference? Like the way I would like branch off of that is, but then what about like the Monster Mash or anything from Rocky Horror Picture Show? Like all of those we've heard so much. So it's just like I would.
But
just
at
still,
that
I still
time
wanna hear
period,
it.
because when I was sick, I was actually listening to the documentary for We Are the World.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and it's like, you didn't realize how big he actually was at the
Oh,
time.
huge.
Like him, Lionel Richie,
Yeah.
New Appreciation Now for Huey Lewis, Cyndi
love
Lauper.
Huey Lewis,
It's just that whole.
Sorry, I think
time period.
I know this is off topic, but
That's another good album, Huey Lewis Sports.
they're talking about the
that
clicking noise, and it
Fours.
was her jewelry.
Yeah.
in the back of the track.
Exactly, yeah, that one
yeah.
part, right? So I think it all depends on what type of mood I'm in. Like, do I
Yeah.
want it to be a heavy, just guitar orientated, like Steve Vai? I can listen to Passion and Warfare, start to finish.
Sorry, was that out loud?
I can
That
listen
is not
to
my
Winger.
favorite.
I could put on Nickelback. I have favorite albums, but I don't necessarily have.
You couldn't pinpoint one as
No,
your
I
like
couldn't.
all-time favorite.
No, like
No.
New Jersey is probably my favorite Bon Jovi album.
I feel like this
That
would
one I
have
could
been.
put on start, finish, and walk away, and next thing you know, it's
Yeah.
over, and I felt like I just put it on, right? But
I think it's an easier question for our parents' age group or their parents' age group because there wasn't as much to go through. No, just one sec. Like there wasn't as much to go through in the sense that it wasn't as readily available for them as it is for us. So yes, there was a lot of different music then, but they may not have had the money to own the albums. They maybe wouldn't have had the money to go see a show, or there wasn't the advertisement like there was when we were teenagers. So like I know my grandpa's he loved opera, but that's what was readily available, right? Like it really depended. And I think that almost was easier because then they have that smaller pool to pick from.
Yeah, I don't know. That's funny that you put it that way, because the thing is at that time, back in that time, at least with the start of the rock and roll artists, they were turning out 2-3 albums a year. It was just, go in, make it, tour, make it, go.
Right, but that doesn't mean they heard them or had them. That's all I'm kind of going with, right? Like I know my dad had an extensive record collection.
back then too, and even now, it's more singles. I can tell, like I love certain songs. Like there's probably a million songs that I like.
They had lots of singles, yeah.
Like every band, like all the 80s one-hit wonders or the new wave or some of the 70s and 90s and even now.
But see, once again, even the singles now are different. Like singles back then, 45s, talking records, people. When you could go get the single, what was awesome is you went out, you got the single. Well, obviously that's on one side of the record. They have to put something on there. So then you got that B side, which is a rarity. No one else really listens to. You only ever got those on the 45s. Those are some of the jewels that are out there. Kids nowadays, they like a single, they get the song. That's it.
Right. So then, okay, so for those albums where there's only 2 songs, that could be your favorite album. There's only 2 songs on it. That's why I'm saying, like, it's hard for us. Right?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So,
Well, it's like the EP I have from the Slang album. I have the Truth EP album, and I love that because of the tear down version of Truth. So
yeah, so that's an album, but there's only a couple songs on it, right? Yeah.
So
It is a tough question. Like I've been like thinking about it for a couple of days.
Yeah, since you guys brought it up, I'm like,
well,
no,
see,
I don't know.
I want to circle back there because it is kind of funny. Is when it came to Bon Jovi albums, obviously, you guys are the Uber fans over here, and there's me and Lyle. But I would stand at the same thing as New Jersey is probably my favorite Bon Jovi album, which is what we brought up the other day when we were talking about it. But that's once again nostalgic, sentimental reasons. That's the first cassette I ever owned.
Yeah.
Bought for me by my brother or whatever. So that was the first rock cassette I had.
See, I have more than one Bon Jovi one that's a favorite one, but funny enough, like I like those ones, but it would be one that's more near the middle of their career, like Bounce or.
But you had a whole morning routine that revolved around Bounce.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I heard those albums from beginning to end because that was my morning routine. You go out, you put a CD in, you'd listen to it while you were doing all your stuff for the day. So we didn't we listened to those, but I don't know. It's just those ones actually you listen to more at that time in your life. So I would say, those ones in the middle of the career, some of those are my favorite. Even though I do love all the older songs. And now those ones are old too, but
Yeah. Well, same for me. Yeah. Like These Days, Lost Highway.
Yeah.
Like those are 2 of my favorites.
I love
and of
that
course,
album
it's
that came
always
out
New
last
Jersey
week,
and Slippery.
20 years
And,
ago.
Those are just a given
exactly.
in a sense, right?
Yeah,
So it's like
if you had to pick one, I can't.
No.
I can't.
No.
I think being as that we all like music so much, it is a hard
Like
choice.
if you went what's your favorite country album? That might be a little easier because how much do you listen to country yourself, Lyle? Not much, right? So that's where it gets easier to kind of go, that's my favorite, right?
Garth Brooks put out a live album that I really love.
Oh, Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Speaking of country.
Country, yeah.
Well, see,
So good.
we all have favorite bands,
Yes.
so you tend to lead
To the favorite
favorite
band.
albums
Tell us from the favorite
because of
bands,
the favorite
yeah.
bands.
Right. Yep.
Like
I can't do it. I can't
No.
do it. It's too hard of a question.
Like-
great question, but way
It
too
is,
hard.
yeah. Like I can't
it
think.
is.
There's not really Well, that's the thing too.
Like Bryan
she
Adams,
wanted to know
Reckless,
why.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
She wanted to know why those are our favorites too, and it's hard to say because, like I said, depending on what the album is,
And what point
there's
of
a
your
different
life.
reason. Exactly what part of your life
that's
it
just
came out
is
in.
You can go, okay, this album for this reason. Now, exact same artist, next album for this very reason.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Offspring. I don't remember the name of the album. What was it?
Americana.
Americana. That is my favorite Offspring album. Why? Because the kids were little.
Well, 'cause
and
it's actually
Kelsey
their
would
album.
Sing. What's that?
It's actually their album. We bought it for the kids.
But
I still have it.
Yeah, so they would sing along to it in the car. So yes, of course that's going to be my favorite, and I know all the songs front to back because we played it relentlessly because some kids wouldn't, they had to have it playing.
They had to have it playing.
So that's definitely a favorite.
And you get used to listening to all the songs. And,
Yes.
and
Yes.
Just
So it's a matter of how much you play it for what reason and when, right? So I think that definitely makes you lean towards which ones are your favorite. Yeah, because I have like Shania Twain ones I have favorites. Like there's a lot I have favorites of,
Yeah.
but to pick one as my ultimate favorite, I can't do it.
I can't do that either. Like I can
know.
have like Queensryche, okay, Operation Mindcrime. Why? Because it's a concept album. I like concept albums,
That's fair.
so I
Yeah.
really like that one. Because you get that, you get the rock, you get the ballads. I guess you get
Yeah.
different styles.
yeah.
There's a story
There's a story
inlaid
inside
inlaid on- yeah.
Zeppelin. It's just
It's
Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
It's just Zeppelin. Well, that's just it. It's in the style. You just it is. It is. I don't know. Do we know anybody that doesn't like Zeppelin? That's a good question.
I had a teacher that didn't like the Zeppelin.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's interesting because that's just something you hear everywhere.
You
Yeah.
do. Or like Steve Vai, like I said, you couldn't probably sit down and listen to a
Hell
full.
no.
No.
No. Hell
No,
no.
not at all.
No.
But-
It would drive me insane.
I could if I was in the right mood that I wanted to hear something stupid and then I'd put Vi on. Because
mean,
it was
I-
it's
Did
so
you just call Vi stupid?
well, it's so obscure. Like it is the way he writes stuff is it just doesn't back then it just didn't make sense. It was just
No. It still
Right.
doesn't make sense.
it's more melodic
Yeah, exactly,
now, but
right?
Yeah.
you know, like do I want something that's really well written with a lot of upbeat? Sure. Or do I want winger that's something that's just very well written? You have that ebb and flow of different styles.
Well,
of
once
music.
again, it depends on the actual mood that you're in on that particular day. Because this was years ago now, but there was one day I was in a mood for Poison, and I put in Native Tongue because that was the one I wanted to listen to. Listen to it front to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at my whole record collection and I'm like, okay, can I listen to that album? Probably not right now.
Not
Maybe a couple of
feeling it.
months? Sure, why not? Or
Yeah.
can I listen to Pearl Jam, the first album? Maybe. I'd have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah. Well, and you have to be in that mindset to go put on an album. That's the other thing I find now.
That's,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
Like, we
It's
listen
easier
all
to
the
just go to like
time.
Apple Music or something like
Yeah.
that, or Spotify, or
Yeah, just
and
hit up
pick
the
out what you want to
list.
listen to.
Yeah, so to actually go out of your way and put an album on, it's like, which one? I don't know which one. What am I feeling? Pull that one out. Nope, not that one. Pull that one out. Nope, not that one.
Yeah.
Okay, you choose.
And that's what it comes down to. It's like, what do you want to listen to
Yeah.
most of the
sometimes it's
times?
really
And
old
why?
stuff.
Like you're
Yeah.
just, say you're cleaning the house, you just want to put something on to,
Oh, it has to be something
It
loud.
has to be loud.
It has to be like,
But
upbeat. Yeah.
that's true though. But
Yeah.
is it your favorite album? No.
No,
But you just wanted something to listen
because
to.
if it's my favorite album, I'm going to be mad that I missed something because the vacuum's going.
Exactly. You're
or
missing something while
I'm
you're busy doing
downstairs.
something
Yeah.
else.
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to listen to your favorite album while you're driving?
Yes,
While you're which?
Driving.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's actually a kind of
It
a
makes your
dangerous
trip
thing.
goes nice and
Yeah.
You know,
no,
you
that's
just-
definitely one time. Yeah.
And then the guy cuts you off, and you yell, and you scream, and then
you
you
have
have
to rewind the
then you
song.
have to put the song back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he
Totally one of
rude.
those people that will replay a song because I missed a part because I wasn't.
Somebody was
Paying
talking or
attention.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
zone out
Yeah.
or whatever, right?
Yeah. It's, oh yeah, 100%. Be like, hey, you talked during the best part. Now I got to restart it. Darn it.
Oh, too bad.
So sad sad.
How far is it to so and so's house? Oh, about 3.5 albums.
3.5 hours. Yes. That's how you
right, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's not in hours, it's in albums.
It's in albums. That's funny.
It's nice when albums are about 45 and
Yeah.
you can go from there and get the odd one that's an hour. And
See, that's a good question. What music do you listen to on the trip, right? We have certain albums we listen to on trips. And not necessarily favorites, but they're good for car trips. Right?
well, it's like coming here, I was listening to Diamond Sun because we are going to see them, but I'm already getting prepared and I know it's like 6 months away.
It's so far away.
Okay, you realize we're seeing Kim Mitchell first, right?
I know, but
Yeah.
but it's not an upbeat album.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, I'm just going to put on my whatever music. And nope, not, that's too mellow, too mellow, too
yeah.
mellow.
I've had a few of those. Nope.
Yeah.
Skip, skip, skip.
Not that I don't like the song, it's just like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Well, even today, like I started out on the trip here, I started off listening to Michael Bublé because I heard a song at the store today, and I was like, oh, I haven't listened to that in a while. But then I was like, a lot of his songs are kind of slower too.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, not really in the mood. And then I switched it to Shania Twain.
Nice. That makes sense.
and that felt a little bit better. Yeah.
a little more upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we all have those days. Because what was it on the other day? I was just like, oh no, I have to play. Oh, it was because we were watching a documentary. We watched the Beach Boys thing. What is it called? Do you remember? I don't remember what it was. It was the Brian Wilson story. Maybe that was it.
No, because we couldn't see that one, so we found the actual documentary on them.
The documentary. So because we watched that, of course because I love the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Sent me down a whole, rabbit hole tunnel or whatever. And when Scarlett came upstairs at one point, I was like, she's like, oh, I don't think I know the Beach Boys. I was like, oh, you do. So I started playing all the different songs for her. And she's like, oh, I do know that one. Oh, I do know that one. And she's like, yeah, they are actually really good. And then I said, okay, do you know who this is? We love that game. Trivia game. So I played Wilson Phillips for her. Like,
Oh, I haven't listened to that in ages either. Oh my gosh.
So then I was like on a Wilson Phillips kick.
Oh, I've heard it a few times in the last few days.
Because that brought that. I was like, do you know who this is? And she's like, no, I don't know who that is. And so played
Wilson's
it.
daughter.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, how many degrees of separation? It's this one, and it's like the Mamas and the Papa's Child, and then right. So like, great musicians bred great musicians, and obviously Wilson Phillips has not been around for a long time, but good in their own right, and it was really fun to listen to that again.
Yeah.
Listen to
You were listening to Madonna earlier today.
Madonna earlier. Yeah, I don't know how I got onto Madonna kick. It started with the other one. Seattle band name. The women. Heart. Started with Heart.
Oh,
because of one song. And Clint's like, that song is terrible.
What song was it?
I Want to Make Love to You or whatever. It's a cautionary tale.
It is a very cautionary tale. Yeah, that has a lot of memories attached to it.
It sure does.
Yeah.
But I was like, but it's a beautiful song.
It is a
if you
beautiful
take it
song.
apart and actually look at what it is, I said, yes, he could have been a murderer, but he wasn't.
He wasn't.
And
And they got a beautiful thing out of it.
Yeah,
She used them too.
She sure did.
Well.
And that happens. Men use women all the time. What's wrong with a woman taking use them,
Exactly.
right? Come on, it happens. But that sent me on a different trail to Madonna. So
That goes to the
Wow, I went from way over here.
I know.
Well, let me throw Roxette in there.
I was listening to that the other day too. Love Roxette. Yes, because there's this one on Facebook. I don't know what it is, but I end up following it because it's all the videos of everything. It's like Genesis.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm stuck now. I was stuck there for an hour.
That's it.
I had to go do shit.
That's a good album too, Genesis Invisible
Genesis.
Touch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably my favorite group one.
Yeah.
And then Phil Collins, but Seriously is my favorite solo album of his.
I can't pinpoint an album, honestly.
And he's just good. He's just good. Doesn't matter where he was, right? Like, he's just good.
I think he's talking in general. He can't
In
pick
general,
it.
like,
No, we can't.
I talk singles and albums, and it just can go on and on and on.
Like Taylor Dane. That's my favorite single. Not Taylor Dane. Sorry, just totally used the wrong person. The one you bought me, the one when they used to be in the sleeve. What are those? They are singles. Oh my gosh. She's Canadian too. Leanne. See?
Oh, Leanne
Leanne,
Buttergraph.
yeah.
Because Taylor Dane sounds like her, so I was like, oh, okay. Leanne, right? So those,
Taylor Dane.
they do sound.
I was gonna say,
they do
yeah.
sound
There is a
similar.
Taylor Dane song I was thinking of, and I thought
Yeah.
that's what you were talking about. But
Taylor Dane's good too. They're very similar. So they're like those ones. Like you could say that is totally a favorite. Yes, it is. Or extreme.
Yeah, see, I know
That
I bought you.
single-
I know I bought you Extreme. I know,
Yeah, that single is a favorite.
That's a good album too.
It is a
Pornography.
good-
Like,
Graffiti,
got it over
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the favorite is like the single. It's like, because
Yeah.
it's easy. There's only 2 songs on it. It's like, yeah, that's a favorite. Because they also didn't have a ton of albums. So
Nope.
it kind of like makes the
It's
pool
easy.
It makes the
It's
pool
easy.
smaller. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
what I think.
like with some of these bands that we listen to, like there's just so many.
That's why Bon
can't-
Jovi. Oh my God! I'm drunk apparently. I'm just gonna knock over the microphone. I don't
That's it, you're
drink.
cut off.
That's okay. Cut off of my water. That's what makes it so difficult, right? Like you can't look at Def Leppard necessarily, or Bon Jovi, or even like the Rolling Stones, or because there's such
Aerosmith
a huge
or
catalog.
Yeah.
How are you gonna pick one? Because it's different years. There's different like. Going back to Steven Tyler when he does not sound like Steven Tyler. You wouldn't even think it's Steven Tyler. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But then there's also amazing 15 years later. So how do you pick? You can't. That's my answer.
It's almost like it's almost changed to why can't?
Why
you
can't
pick
we?
'em? Yeah.
Because I love
Because there's too much music out there that we
To choose
love.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what
There's
it
too
comes
many
down
different
to.
artists.
We have too many
with
personalities.
Yeah. With such large catalogs, and it's an impossible choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an impossible choice.
See, that comes like on the heels of the one we were talking about before. Is that what songs you want to see in person and stuff? And one, we're talking about a bunch of artists that have multiple albums. So how do you take 30 years of performing
And squeeze it into 2 hours.
and squeeze it into 2 hours?
Yeah.
And like I feel for the artists because they're literally pigeonholed because they have to play this hit, they have to play this hit, they have to play this hit. Oh, you might be able to get 1, 2
Of your other stuff,
kind of
yeah.
deep cuts that you really want to play.
Like
Yeah.
you lucked out, Lyle, at Def Leppard.
I did.
You did.
Now I'm hoping for another song at Glass Tiger. Or
I just,
a few.
I just
we'll put
want
it
to
that way.
hear Glass Tiger. They're just good. I'm just
Okay,
happy.
well,
to
you
get
need
Yeah.
to get Alan Frew
Yeah.
to like this podcast, and then you can start, earworming him.
he does
exactly.
He does
like you did
follow
with
me
Def
on
Leppard.
Instagram.
Well, I already have met him,
Yes.
but I don't know if that'll work. So
I'll just send it to him on Instagram because he follows me.
Perfect. There you go.
perfect. There we go.
There's always a
randomly follow
connection.
people.
See, he's another one really cool just to have a conversation with because he's just hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He puts
He'd
on
be
a
a
good
good
show.
one.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I'm excited about that one. I'm excited about Kim Mitchell. That'll be fun too.
That will be fun.
We've always wanted to see Kim Mitchell, so that was really kind of Kinsmith. Is that the
I'm
word?
very
It's
excited
an
to go
artist
to the
that I
first
never thought
Commodore
I
show.
would
Yes,
see.
your first Commodore show. So exciting. Sorry, what?
It's an artist that I thought I would never see.
Absolutely.
I never would have
I
thought
wouldn't
either.
have put it on the
No.
bingo card for 2024.
It was
No.
on my bucket list, but I'm kind of.
I'm glad we're going.
It's different.
It's Vicky's first time at the Commodore. What
different.
better thing to start with?
And it's a different.
Something we've never gone to see something like this. No.
No.
It'll be good. Exciting.
I know
mean,
what 7 to 8 songs I think. So
But sometimes that's fun to go and not know that many songs, right?
Yes.
Because you're actually
Exactly.
getting to.
It's probably one of
experience
those
them.
shows that I'm like I'm not gonna look and know.
You're
what
just
he's
going to
play.
enjoy the show.
I'm just gonna actually
You
enjoy the show.
Sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I think
I'll
we
believe
said
it when
that
I
too.
see it.
Well, I'm already looking at Glass Tiger stuff, so that's.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said to him too. Like, to Clint, we were talking about Kim Mitchell. I was like, I think, I'm just gonna go and enjoy the show. We probably know a fair amount of his music, I would say, but I don't know anything recent. But I think I'm just gonna go and take it in and be happy about it. Glass Tiger is another situation entirely.
Yes.
I will be playing lots of Glass Tiger, including more recent, and doing whatever I can to catch up on that. Because
You also have a lot more time to.
yeah, we have time. We have lots of
Yes,
few-
exactly.
We got a few months.
yeah. Now we just
Yeah.
got to decide if we're going to Our Lady Peace too. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Child wants to go to
Hint,
Thornley
hint.
too. But
I haven't seen them since '95. Yeah,
I haven't seen Our Lady Peace, and it's
Yeah.
Collective Soul that's opening, right?
yeah, and them I've never seen. But
No, I've never seen them either.
Our Lady Peace opened up for Van Halen back in the day.
Our Lady Bees?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, again, it could be, like I said,
probably do.
I would probably
Yeah.
recognize the songs, but I have no idea that it's their songs. Because, like, I'm good with
Navid.
songs, but I'm shite with artists.
Is Jeremy Taggart in the band
Right.
again, or
Okay.
is he out?
It's
the
really-
drummer.
Well,
is
actually,
it-
I was surprised. Like, I was going through, once we decided we were going to Kim Mitchell, I was going through YouTube and I was
Yeah.
like clicking on songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I do know this one. I do know
Uh-huh.
this one. I'm having
Yeah.
like,
Nostalgic.
exactly, like deja vu to when
Yeah.
we went to see Trooper and Alan's like, I don't think I know anything. And I'm like, oh, trust me, you do. He's like, I know this one. Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
Yay. And he's being a party pooper and not going with us to any of them.
Well, he's using the dog as
He
an
is using the
excuse.
dog as an excuse. Alan, you only get one more. That's it. And then after
Three-
that,
three
that's-
strikes
Strikes you out.
That's right.
Exactly.
yeah, you can't use the dog after the third time.
No.
You only get 3 tries. That's it.
Exactly.
And then you have to come up with a better reason.
And I'm like, there is such thing as dog sitters, you know.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
I have lots of people who volunteer to look after her. So
Yeah. Use it.
Right?
And go out to a concert. Maybe he just doesn't like concerts. Not a
he
huge
only
fan,
likes
maybe.
certain concerts. I
Certain
don't know.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's just a
Does he
little
like
bit
that easy
intimidated to
listening?
go out with all of us.
Maybe. Well, I mean, we can be intimidating. We can be loud.
Yes, we can.
We laugh a lot.
We do.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Small
But we'll
doses.
see.
But we digress.
Yeah.
We're fun though. I think we
are.
have a good time.
We are. So I don't.
think so.
I can't pick a favorite album.
No.
No, I can't either.
And if the albums that I always like, I know why. It's just very well written type of whatever mood I'm in.
Okay, so then you take this out, you put it out to those people on the internet, and you guys will respond because I never will. But put it out there, have them ask,
The same question.
throw in an album,
Yeah.
and have us give a take on the album.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's a nice idea. I like
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
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 More
Have
interactive.
that interaction with the people out there that, for whatever reason, are
Hate
listening
it,
to
love
us.
it,
Because
it's
we're
okay,
awesome.
right? And they obviously want to hear our opinions because they listen to the podcast.
That's
so.
right. I think our opinions can be funny.
I think so too.
And maybe they
We're going to
agree.
get the first album going, what album is this?
Well, then we have to do some research and we
Yeah.
have to listen to it, and it will open our eyes to certain music and certain albums as well.
Well, yeah, because we also have that. We want to do the one where we've never heard their music. So we got those ones from Kelsey, and we got those ones from that other person, and yeah, we got to pick
Yeah,
one.
I think
and
one of the
listen to them.
first posts we did, there was some album suggested or artist suggested, and I'm like, I've never even heard of these people.
No.
But yeah, we'll have to get on that.
Yeah, we'll have to actually listen to it and kind of go, oh, well, that was interesting. Not something I would listen to.
You never know.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Could be something.
It could be your new love, right?
It could be.
You never know.
Or not.
Or not.
Are you
True.
skeptical?
I think it's harder now for us
Well,
to
but
get into
I like
music
lots
is
of
harder.
music.
because we're set in our ways of.
Are you saying we're old? That's what that sounded like.
Nope.
No, but
No,
I've
but we're set in
read
our
that or heard
specific
that.
method
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's the genre. It's what we're used to.
It's the way we're
It's-
wired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
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 I can't even
I can
make
see
jokes about being old because
You're
even,
like,
well, our parents
even
still
though
listen to
it's not
60s,
much
70s
difference
music,
between us,
right?
I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 6 weeks in
I'm
total.
kind of looking at the clock now here.
Yeah. It's this.
Couple
month.
more weeks.
This month.
He has 12 days to call me. 12 days that he can call me older.
Yep.
Yeah. I can call you older for a longer time,
And then I could only call you guys both older for like 3 more days.
but that's okay. You take those 3 days and
That's
you hold on to them.
It's a win, right?
That's right.
It's a win.
Like it's what's keeping you here.
Exactly.
That's right. Because I hold on to it and I just like, I'm going.
See, the funny
Yeah.
thing though is I was born premature, so I should actually be younger than all of you.
You should be, but you're not.
But you're not.
But you're not. No.
No.
Well, I
I
think
am
we
in
could-
maturity.
Oh yeah.
That, I was going to say, acting 12 and being 12 are 2 different things.
Yeah. And boy, does he act 12.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
digress.
that's okay.
I think
Like I
this,
said, it's more fun to, not grow up. No, to grow up, not grow. No.
You can grow up. No, you can grow,
Grow
old,
old, but you
don't
can't
grow
grow
up.
up. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
It was there.
It's hurting my head. What was it again? Yeah.
But,
I love that saying.
I just imagine we're going to be sitting around a table or have walkers and stuff like this and still be talking like this.
We sure will.
Doing the podcast at 80.
Yeah,
If people
most
want to
like-
listen,
We'll
heck,
just
we
keep
should
going.
just do it for fun.
He's so funny.
But I
It's
think
not plugged in.
I can't come up
We're
with a
thinking
favorite
we're
album.
doing a podcast. We're sitting in the corner of a room all by ourselves.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's not plugged in.
Yeah.
It's not real.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all in our heads.
I can't come up with a favorite album. I don't think you guys can.
Nope.
So I think we will put it out to the
masses.
and
You
see
tell
what their
us.
favorite albums are.
You
And
tell
we'll,
us.
Yeah,
we'll-
see how easy it is for you on that end. It's not that easy.
Yeah, and we'll find out.
It doesn't like I said, they can just. What is your opinion of album X? or
Oh, right,
whatever.
because you're doing it differently. That's right.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Yeah.
As long as they don't inundate us with too much. But we'll see.
okay.
I
That
don't know.
might not be a bad thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm horrible at this social media stuff. So I have notifications on my phone. I don't have the time to look at this.
But I say we tried.
Yeah, we did. We tried to answer it.
Yeah.
I think we did.
I think
we
we
answered
did.
it roundabout way that it depends on
The mood.
genre, the mood,
Yeah.
and each particular artist. Like that's really
Yeah.
the answer, right?
It's whatever you feel like listening to, I guess.
Yeah.
Or if you do have a go-to, that would probably be your favorite album, I guess.
Yeah.
Something that you can just put on and go from there. But
And it changes.
Well,
It does.
that's
It
just
changes.
it
It is
evolves
what
and
it
it
is.
all to the mood and all this. Because, like you said, someone's cleaning a house, they're gonna want just the rockin' hits, something that just keeps you upbeat and keeps you moving. But if you want to kind of slow down, you might want something kind of that's a little mellow and just something to lay back. Dark Side of the Moon, whatever.
Yeah. That's why I can't say we have a
I don't
favorite.
picture that with that
Right?
album.
I know.
That's why I can't say I have a favorite album, but I probably have favorite albums
Albums, yes.
Oh, yeah.
and stuff that we
Yes.
can just put on, and that's what I'm in the mood for. So
Mm-hmm.
I will put that album on, or I don't know.
I can say which one
Yeah.
she wouldn't want on.
Oh.
Adrenalize.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't go that way. No, you wouldn't
Have
go
we ever
there.
talked about that yet? Oh.
No, not at
not
all.
at all.
What's the
That's-
story with that?
Did we? We didn't bring it up at.
No, we totally did.
Oh, did we? I was like, wait,
Yes, we
didn't
did.
we? Oh my
Oh, yeah,
gosh,
we
please
did.
tell me we did
We
because that was
talked about it on
awful.
a
Thank
couple of
God.
occasions, actually.
Okay, then we're
Yeah, a
good.
few of those episodes we
Jesus.
talked about it.
Yeah, that's why I think like sometimes greatest hits are the easier way to go when you want a favorite album. There is a favorite
That's true
album.
though.
When we were talking about the car rides, Across the Universe.
Yeah.
That is a favorite album. Now it's not it's the Beatles songs, but it's done in the musical genre, and the movie is good too. And that is a favorite album.
Like I like Tesla Changes. That's their greatest
Oh,
hits.
Tesla, yeah,
Just Changes. Like
it's good. Yeah,
you get every song that you like.
Yeah,
And
easy.
it's- and it's all in
That's
one
why I like
album,
greatest
right?
hits. They're so good. Yeah.
Well,
Well, speaking of soundtracks, Top Gun.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Right? Anything
Yeah.
with Kenny
Like
Loggins,
Right?
And a soundtrack, yeah. That's
Yeah,
you get,
Soundtracks are definitely
Definitely
you know,
favorites too.
Something
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
put on and away you go.
Yeah.
And it's your favorite. It could be your favorite soundtrack.
Yep.
yes.
Well,
Oh, that's
the
hard.
Across the Universe one I think is hilarious because it is, their take on Beatles song because the whole movie is about Beatles songs and stuff. What I find hilarious is we've listened to it so much, watched the movie so much, listened to it so much, and I have Beatles in my playlist and stuff like this. Well, there are certain Beatles songs coming up, and it's like, who the hell did this version?
It was the Beatles,
I
honey.
feel the same way when I listen to the Mamma Mia soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
And then listen to ABBA
ABBA?
sing them. And I actually prefer the cast of Mamma Mia singing the songs compared to ABBA
that's so
now.
funny. I love them both. I don't know. I don't know if I could choose. There's maybe certain songs.
Okay.
I
Certain
would say,
songs, yeah.
I actually have seen that movie.
Which one? Mamma Mia?
I finally.
Did you
I
see
saw
the
it. I
second
seen it.
one?
Yes, I did actually. when I was sick, I actually.
They're
You
good.
watched, yeah?
They're
Yeah.
good. Now I want to watch musicals, guys. Problem.
Because
just
you're
curious,
talking
I've seen
about
it.
ABBA is
Yeah.
my one band I like, Headstones. They actually cover ABBA's SOS.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
It's
That's
really good. It's really
Awesome.
good. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to see somebody live, Headstones at the Commodore. This is why
That
we
would be
can't have
perfect.
nice things.
That was amazing.
It was so good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hugh Dillon is amazing. Yeah. I know we just rambled again, and
That's okay though. It was fun.
okay.
I enjoyed this.
Ramble.
This was
yeah,
good.
it was good.
This was good. So
All right.
All right.
yeah,
Guess
I think
we're good.
we kind of, like I said,
I say not much more we can say. I mean, we could keep going through artists and albums and
Oh heck yeah, we could.
Well, and
discussing why and when, but I mean, I think that's
what
when
it
we
is,
get
though.
into
Is
the
you
deep
can
dive.
you can put it out there, and people can do it, and then we can come back and go, okay, so they said album A and album B. What of our take on it? Some of us might go,
that was shit.
I was going to
Or
say,
we loved it.
I was going to say,
I
I don't
guess,
know
yeah,
what
that's not
album
true.
that is, but yeah, you could you can have a
Was that too
definite.
blunt? I mean, I can be blunt some days. Just depends on the day.
That's
and the
why we
album.
love you.
That's right. I don't hold anything back. No. Anyways,
anyway.
Yeah.
thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening
We'll catch you on the B side.
on this interesting episode that we thought we would try.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Thank you for joining us on the Music Roundtable. Please like and comment where you listen to the podcast, and make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter, and let us know what you would like us to talk about. Until next time.